Hey everyone, welcome to the Beginner's Guide to Utility for Anubis. Together, we'll explore the foundational smokes, flashes, HEs, and Molotovs that are essential for mastering this map. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your skills, this is the perfect starting point before going into more advanced utility. This is not a sponsored video, but it is heavily inspired by Refrag, which is a tool I highly recommend you check out if you want to improve your skills further. With that out of the way, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off on the CT side, one smoke you're going to want to throw for mid is the bridge smoke. This makes it so that the Ts don't have immediate access into mid. In order to throw this, what you're going to do is find the bottom of this triangle right here. Doesn't really matter where you're standing so long as you can see that, and then you're going to take a couple steps and left click throw. Something like this. Basically, you just want to make sure that this smoke goes deep enough so that it's not blocking the window, so that if you want, you can get aggressive and look down towards the stairs. So if your position is to play E-box on the B site, one thing that's going to happen is you're going to have Ts coming through canal and B main at the same time. If you want to isolate so that you just have one of those things to watch, what you can do is smoke off E-box. In order to do this, you can line up on this pillar. You're going to follow this line on the bottom of the wall to the middle of the door frame and left click throw. This smoke will block off the entrance to E-box, making it so that the Ts don't want to come through and you can focus on B main. Or you can actually push through this smoke and peek canals along the left side of the wall. When you're playing A by yourself, which happens quite frequently, you need to be able to smoke A main without showing yourself and potentially giving up a frag. In order to do this, if you're on the site behind this cake thing right here, what you can do is just aim where the bottom line right here would meet the leaves, so right in this area right here, and then just give it a simple left click throw. Doesn't matter where behind the site you are, as long as you're aiming at this spot and left click throw, it'll give a nice smoke to cover all of A main. In a similar manner over here on B, you want to be able to smoke off B main without strafing wide and exposing yourself to the Ts. What you can do is if you're standing behind the site here, you can aim at the direct center of this block on its bottom edge, like this, take a step, and throw. The smoke will bounce off, popping directly in the center of B main, blocking it off without you ever showing yourself. You can help your teammates take B main by using this extremely powerful pop flash. What you're going to do is line yourself up in the center of this brick right here, and then you are going to aim at this corner, left click, and jump throw. This flash will pop right around the corner of B main, making it so that any Ts that are looking this way will be entirely blind. It looks like this from their perspective. As you can see, there's hardly any time at all to react, giving your teammates an easy frag. Back on the A side of the map, if you know that the Ts are out over by boat and you want to delay them to give your team time to rotate, you can slow them down by throwing a Molotov at A main. In order to do this, what you're going to do is essentially line yourself up right in front of this pillar, then you're going to aim at the right side of this pillar over here on this line, take a step, and throw. This molly will pop right in the corner, blocking off the entirety of the A main entrance. While you're playing by A, you can get yourself some free utility damage at the beginning of the round by hopping up onto this ledge here with an HE out. You're going to find the top right part of this tile with the white lines here. Then you're going to left click, run, and jump throw an HE. This nade will make it all the way towards stairs, punishing any Ts that are going for an early rush towards A main or any of the oppers that'll be peeking towards E-box. If you've been having troubles with Ts playing behind these boxes while you've got a B main smoke up, one thing you can do is before the smoke fades is molly it off. It'll look something like this. So you're going to line yourself up on this pillar here, then you're going to aim at the top left part of this building, and then left click throw. You're going to want to use this molly right as the smoke's about to fade to make sure that the Ts are out of position and you can get a free frag. If the Ts already have control of A site and you're going to be attempting a retake from middle, here's how to throw a smoke to help you out. You're going to get into this position here, generally in this area, and then you're going to aim below this line of the bricks right here, and then you're going to take a step and throw. This smoke will land directly at the top of the stairs here, making it so that you can come out without being exposed to anybody in the site or back on the plat. From here, you can clear out heaven and play on the right side of the smoke and wait for it to fade, or you can even swing towards heaven and broken wall and peek clear out the site one angle at a time. Also from camera, you can throw a pop flash for your teammate to peek bridge. What you're going to do is line yourself up in the middle of this door right here, then you're going to aim at this corner of the smoke on the ground, and then you're going to left and right click, and then jump throw the flash. This flash will pop right around the corner, blinding any Ts that are looking towards mid. You can pop flash the door side of mid by standing at the exit to temple. You're going to line up in the middle of this door, and then you're going to aim directly in the middle of the top of this frame here, and then left click throw. From the T's perspective, if they're looking towards the door at all, this is what it'll look like. When you have a teammate pushing through A main, you can help them out with this flashbang. What you're going to do is stand in this general area, and then you're going to aim in the middle part of the top of this window frame, and then left click throw. Here's what this flash will look like from the T's perspective. They do have time to dodge it, but it'll at least make them look away from A main, giving your teammate an advantage. Molly off one of the default plant spots on A site by lining yourself up in the middle of this doorway. Then you are going to find this dark spot on the wall, aim halfway down the brick from that, and then simply jump throw the molly. If Ts have been playing on the right side of B main and you want to flush them out, what you can do from backside here is get into the corner right here, then take a molly or an incendiary and throw at this corner between these two bricks, and then jump throw. With the incendiary, it won't go quite all the way into this corner here, but it'll flush out anybody else, but with a T molly, it will do the entire thing. Moving on to the basic essential utility for the T side, if you're going to be going for any type of B hit, you're probably going to want to have temple smoked off. In order to do that, you can line yourself up in the center of these bricks right here. Then you're going to aim at the corner between this vertical part and this round part here, and then just left click throw. As you can see, this smoke will pop right in front of temple. From this same spot right here, you can actually flash most of the site without blinding your teammates at all. What you're going to do is aim in between these two dark lines on the bottom right here, and then give it a left click jump throw. From the CT's perspective, this is what that'll look like. And here's what it would look like for your teammates. Even here. For your B hits, you can smoke off this entire CT angle by getting into this position here, right in the corner, and you're going to crouch, then aim at the corner of this shadow right here, and then simply left click throw. If you're on a B rush, you can smoke off this left side of the site by aiming at this corner of the brick while you're running out, and then you're going to run, left click, and throw. This will block off the entirety of the left side, letting you get a plant. In order to clear out back site here, one Molotov you can throw while the smoke is still up is by getting into this position here, and you're going to aim at this corner, left click, and then shift walk one step and throw. You can molly any CT that's playing inside of E-box out of position by getting into this corner right here, aiming at this corner of the door, then you're going to left click, take a couple steps, and throw. This will pop up on top in the back of E-box, letting you get in over here. A really powerful set of utility to throw for taking A site is thrown by getting into this position here. You're going to aim at this spot first with the smoke, then you're going to left click and jump throw. This will smoke off heaven. Next, from that same spot, you're going to aim at this spot right here at the bottom of this crack, and then jump throw. This will blind many of the common angles inside of the site, such as the broken wall, as well as even down on the site, on either side. To follow up the smoke and flash, you're going to want to molly the half wall. In order to do that, you get into this position here, and you're going to aim just to the right of the left side of this window right here, somewhere in this position, and then you're just going to left click and throw. Another thing you can pair up with all of that other A utility is a camera smoke by getting into this position right here. Then you're going to go directly into the center part of this window, halfway in this dark pattern right here, and then simply left click throw. If you're having trouble getting into A main, you can actually pop flash your teammates into it by getting into this position here. You're going to crouch, aim just to the right of the corner of this box, like this, and then left click throw. Here's what that flash looks like from the CT's perspective. Even if they're playing here. Alternatively, you can have your teammate flash for you by lining themselves up on this wall right here, and aiming in the middle of the left side of this basket, and then left click and jump throwing a flash. From the CT's perspective, it'll look something like this. Once you've made it into A main, you can throw a Lurk Smoke for yourself by aligning yourself on this dark line of the baskets right here. You can see it right there. Then you're just going to bank a smoke off the middle of this doorway right here. Something like this. This smoke will pop, blocking the view into A main from heaven and the site, meaning you can get up to this platform over here and just chill, or you can play on the left side of it and wait for it to fade. Also from A main, you can molly out this plat to make sure that no CTs are hiding behind this pillar. What you're going to do is get in line with the corner of this box right here. You're going to find this pillar on the wall, go right in the middle of it on the left side, somewhere around here, and then you're going to left click, take a couple steps, and throw. And then here's how you can flash yourself out of A main. So you're going to get into this area over here, then bounce a flash off of this wall right here, something like this, while taking a step. Then as you're coming out, it won't blind you because it's popping behind this pillar, but from the CT's perspective, it'll look something like this. And from heaven, and even camera. There's also a couple important smokes you can throw from T-spawn itself. What you're going to want to do is get into this corner right here. For the first smoke, you're going to aim at this brick on the wall, right above this wooden awning, and then you're going to left click and jump throw the smoke. This will block off the bridge window here, making it so that the CTs can't peek up towards mid. And the other smoke from that position is going to be for E-box, and for that we are going to aim at the bottom left corner of this wooden peg out from the wall, and then left click and jump throw. And this will make it so that CTs pushing into E-box can't immediately take a fight towards stairs. If you're having trouble getting up mid because somebody's always playing in this position here or at the doors, one thing you can do is molly this out. In order to do this, you can get into this position here on top of this stair. You're going to find the bottom left corner of this window and then jump throw your molly. If a CT is playing there when you molly it off, they're frequently going to want to come forward a little bit and actually take a fight towards mid. One thing you can do to help your teammates win that fight is from that same position you threw the molly, you can throw this flashbang. You're going to line it up on the edge of the shadow and the sunlight on the top part of the railing, and then left click and jump throw. This flash isn't going to blind your teammates at all as they're coming up, but from the CT's perspective, it'll look like this. And that does it for the basic utility on Anubis. If you've learned something, be sure to like and subscribe for more, as we'll be covering the intermediate and advanced utility on this map at some point in the future.